Listen to this audiobook. The volume you are currently listening to tells the next chapter in the saga of our misfit magicians. Like the one that came before, this book is also filled with lessons on magic. Lessons that you can practice in your bedroom, or basement, or school gymnasium. If you listen to the whole thing, both the tale and the lessons, you'll likely come away with some skills of your own. Skills that you can use to make your friends gasp and gag and giggle with gratitude. There may even be laughter and clapping. Because isn't that what this is all about? Making your friends smile and giving them an escape from the ordinariness of the everyday? Once again, I must ask that you keep the secrets of the magical lessons to yourself. In other words, please don't go whispering them into sewer grates in the dead of night. And don't stand in front of an audience and explain how each trick works before or after you perform them. It ruins the illusion, and you probably won't get the same kind of applause. And, of course, refrain from reciting the lessons to any gossips in your school. You never know when a rival magician might show up and thwart your hard work. Rival magicians can be tricky that way. If you do feel the need to share these lessons, make sure it's with a group of your best friends. Those who've promised to keep your secrets. A magician's club, if you will, just like our very own Magic Misfits. After all, secret organizations are quite fun. Who doesn't want to be part of a club? One of the most fun things to do with other magic-minded folks is to put on a show. Keep this in mind as you discover the magic lessons within this audiobook. How would you set your stage to impress your audience? Would you use a great red curtain? Or would you start in pitch darkness to add a sense of mystery and tension? Would one of your friends act as an announcer? Or might your magic club begin the show in silence? These questions are not only useful when staging a magic production, but they also come in handy when telling a story like the one we are about to begin. Personally, I feel that a mixture of the following aspects is the most effective: curtains, trapdoors, shadows, mirrors, music, sound effects, voiceovers, and fog. And don't forget the sense of excitement of a new journey. Are you ready to find out which of these I've chosen to start our show? Story? Well then, go on and keep listening.
Chapter 1. Leila Vernon did not always live in Mineral Wells. In fact, her name had not always been Leila Vernon. When she stayed at Mother Margaret's home for children, Leila's last name had been Doe. Doe was not a name she'd been given by family. Doe was Leila's name because no one knew who her family was. When Mother Margaret first found Leila, a note card in the bassinet stated only her first name and birth date. Leila never let this get the better of her. In fact, she tried harder than the other girls to keep a positive attitude, even when they treated her as if she were as worthless as a wooden nickel. That was why, one afternoon, when several girls from Mother Margaret's home were dragging Leila Doe down the hallway toward Mother Margaret's office, Leila let out a loud and boisterous laugh. She shouted as they pinched her arms, "That tickles!" Leila was not actually tickled by what the mean girls were doing to her, but she figured that maybe an adult would hear her loud cries and intervene. She didn't need to be psychic to know what the girls were up to, as they locked her in the darkest closet in the whole orphanage at least once a week. All because the tallest of the bunch had decided at some point that she didn't like Leila always smiling and being cheery. The tall girl wished for Leila to be as miserable as she was, and so she and her friends went out of their way to torment Leila every chance they got. Leila fought with every breath to not show them how much they were hurting her, especially on this particular afternoon, when a group of real live magicians from the town of Mineral Wells was going to perform for all the children. Leila had been looking forward to the show for weeks. "Come on, guys," Leila said with a forced smile. "Let's all go down to the recreation room. Everyone is probably waiting for us. There might even be cookies." The only response she got was a twisted echo of her last statement. "There might even be cookies," the tall girl repeated snidely. The others cackled cruelly. As the gang dragged Leila towards Mother Margaret's office, she dug her heels into the linoleum.